Ladies and gentlemen, here we are back in a little Monster Hunter World Iceborne. Not really sure what I want to do tonight, to be completely honest. I think I'm going to check out some of the optionals. What is going on, Mr. Voltar? How are you? Howdy, howdy, howdy. How is your day going, man? What are you up to today? How is it going, Paper? How are you? You know what I'm going to do is a little Steamworks. How did Fatty go yesterday? It didn't go too bad, honestly. I found like a lot more head openings, and I got pretty decent at hitting them. But I still can't get him into the second phase under 9 or 10 minutes. And so I'm still like way back. What is going on, Pangi Ultima? I was mostly hiding today. Tomorrow you're gonna be more responsible. Oh, nice, man. I know what you mean. But yeah, so I just can't get the DPS in on him. You know, like I said, this guy's he's not really hard in terms of like if you had 50 minutes for him. Like if you had a normal timer, he wouldn't be incredibly hard. It would still be hard. You know, there's no calling this dude easy no matter what, but like he would be reasonable. What is up, Mr. Tiny? He'd be reasonable. But I have no items. I have nothing. Just a broke, sad individual. Can you show the decos? Yeah, that's actually what I was about to do. And I've looked at this over and over and over and over again. To try to squeeze out a little bit of damage. And this is just the best that I've been able to come up with. And what it's given me is there's two things that I have to have, which is evade extender and evade window 5. Like I have to have those pretty maxed. Responsibility sounds awful. Critical boost, I've tried to slot in there. Just what's going on, Mr. Phoenix? How are you, man? How have you been? I tried to slot some critical boost in there to get a little extra. I gotta have critical draw. Quick sheath is pretty much mandatory. Heavy artillery is not necessarily mandatory, but it's a cheap slot and I don't have anything better to do with it. You know what I mean? Getting over the DPS wall is the hard part about Fatty. That is the hard part. It's an artificial difficulty. You know? What may help is that each Dragonator hit is about 3.3k damage. Both are 6 together, which is 10% of his health over the 2 attacks. Yeah, but everybody's saying that you pretty much... I mean, it's not that everybody's saying it. I've experienced it, right? I've timed out probably 10 times on this guy. Going pretty... Like, I'll think I have good runs going, and then it's just time out with what seems like still a lot of HP left, because I'm getting to the third phase at about 25 minutes. And everybody says that you have to get to the third phase at about 10 or 15 minutes. So I literally have to shave off like 10 minutes. And it just seems impossible. I'm so happy to get the wyvern eggs. Dude, wyverns are absolutely incredible, man. They're probably my favorite one. Yep, sometimes you got to be responsible. You have got to be responsible. So like, winding down for the night, figured I'd hang out here for a while. Yeah, thanks for doing that, man. Thank you for doing that. Do you have Divine Blessing decos? Will that help me put in more damage? The answer is no. So it's not going to solve my problem, you know? Is this the build you're actually going to use? Yeah. It is Pangea Ultima. I don't have upgraded mantles. It might let you be more aggressive. It doesn't. I've tried it. I've tried it. It doesn't. Tungsori, how are you, man? You know, I don't think there's a better build. To be totally honest, I've used other builds. I've looked at the damage output that I do. I've looked at how long it takes to get through the phases. This is my best build, you know, for my playstyle. Third phase is 50% of his health, but you also get both Dragonators in this phase. I get what you're... I've tried it. I'm not... You know what I mean? Like, I've been there. I've gotten to third phase. I've even gotten to third phase without worrying about the head. And, you know, blue fire is nothing to mess with. Checking in on my break at work. How is the progress? The progress is almost to the end of the road. It's almost to the end of the road. It's almost time for GU, boys. It's almost time for GU. Did you have Partbreaker on the set? There might be a damaged Echo that will help more. I did have Partbreaker. Let me see. No, I don't have Partbreaker. I took Partbreaker off and put Heavy Artillery because it's a single slot. No, Cold Glare, what I mean is it's the end of the road, meaning I'm about to quit. Which is also nice. I'm happy about it also. So we're going to go to GU. Maybe. We might go to Elden Ring. I haven't decided. Possibly controversial. Hunter Pie can let you see his health. It may be less disheartening if you see he's got like 10,000 less instead of a question mark. I do understand a lot of people find it cheaty. Paper, I can't even use the set that is intended to be used, which in my opinion is Fatalis. You know, I think Fatalis is the set that the developers intended you to use against Fatalis. I just don't feel like dealing with it, so you're supposed to observe the monster for health behavior, but Fatty doesn't have any. Yeah, so you have to just go balls to the wall, you know. Have you tried with less evasion? You know, I have, but then I cart a lot, and I like, so what would you slot in with less evasion? So like, what would you put there instead of evasion? Also about to play Frontier. Ah, nice. Perhaps if you abandon streaming, the fight is something to see. It is a little cheaty. Bro, I don't understand that statement. It's like, I don't understand it, man. It's wild to me. It's cheaty to use the better armor, but then we'll sit here and we'll struggle to squeeze out Focus 3 and this and that. It's so amazing to me, man. It's like, I really don't understand it. Like, there's just no logical explanation. Is the artillery even worth it? It's not necessarily that the artillery's worth it. So focus, in order to get focus, I have to remove. So I could remove evasion and do focus. Yeah, artillery is... Every artillery is worth it. I can put it on a mantle. I do have a vitality mantle that I can put the evasion stuff on? Yeah, Meeper, I do have that. But the coalescence gives you a lot of damage. Yeah, I don't know, Cold Glare. I appreciate the wishes, but I'm teeter-tottering, you know, like a... Ugh. Let's see, focus. Where is focus? Been here a while, and I say use whatever armor you want to use. Phoenix, I can't at this point. I can't. You know? How many slots in Coalescence? 1. Charger. And where's the other? I could do Charger. Agitator's good. If what's going on, Mr. Hydreigon? You need vitality? Yeah, I know. But the thing about it is, like, it's like a revolving door. You're eating up one thing for the other. So what do you remove? I'm not dying, right? I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm dying because I'm having to play so aggressive. But the problem is not, like, HP. The problem is tool specialist. What's tool? This? Where do you see tool specialist? Oh, this? I know it's not, but what's better for a number 1 slot? Like a level 1 slot? There's nothing... You know what I mean? Like it's like... It's like telling a snake to get longer. You need to be longer, but the only direction it can go is to eat its own tail. What's the pros and cons of changing skills? Yeah, I mean, that's the dilemma, Mr. Unknown Man. How are you, man? Is like, so I feel like I'm going in a circle, you know? You know what I mean? I feel like I'm getting 2% extra damage here and there when I need like 30%. You know what I mean? Because I've changed this 50,000 times. I've tried an agitator build. I've tried, you know, a bunch of different builds. I think I have to stay with the Frostcraft thing just for that's the only playstyle I know. I can't start doing TCSs on him and stuff like that. Yeah, Tiny, I agree. And I think that's by design, man. Like, my personal opinion is that the developers made the game in a way to, you know, the developers made the game in a way to encourage you and almost force you to use Plunderblade to get his armor, as well as teach you how to break his horns in order to get his armor. Then that's the way you play against him. Then you can actually play the game against him. But that's cheaty. Oh, I agree, Tiny. But it's cheaty. Just scroll up 3 sections and you'll see it's cheaty. I keep seeing that, you know what I mean? So I just don't want to use it. Arch-Temper Valkana, seeing how you do. She's not really easier, though. Right, that's the thing. And so it's almost like you need... You need... Fatty's armor to beat Arch-Tempered Valkana. You know, or you could heavily use it. So to get rid of that, you're saying vitality. Is that what I clicked on? Why don't you use the full Rage and Bracky set that has Agitator, Fire Resist, and Dual Slots? I tried it, and I put out less pop. I do less damage than with this set. I have tried it. That's what I'm saying. Like, I've tried like a lot of different builds, and I do worse. You know, so I've kind of set on this build. Feels like Alatreon to me. They share a lot of moves, but hers are icy. Yeah, I think I'd actually like Arch-Tempered Valkana, because Valkana was my favorite fight before Alatreon, and then Alatreon was my favorite fight. I've seen enough of people complaining. What makes Fatalis invalid run? Yeah, I know, Unknown Man. It's, yeah, Divine. That's why I took it off, dude. Like, I was all excited about the whole, I got his full set of armor, I got Divine Blessing 5, I was like, man, I'm having fun with this, you know what I mean? And then I read some comments and some viewpoints, and I'm like, okay, I guess that's ruined, you know? And I know it's really easy to say, just play how you want. It's really easy to do that. But then when you know people are watching you, judging you for it, and dismissing what you're doing, it makes the game no fun. I don't want to play this game anymore. Like, honestly, like, I don't want to really play this game anymore because of that vibe, you know? And so it's like, and you can't like change that, you know what I mean? Agitator is less useful for you since you don't like using claw to keep the monsters enraged. Yeah, platform, it's not necessarily that, because with this guy, I do wallbang him. Because you kind of have to do that, right? To get him into the, to sort of get him into like enough DPS. But the problem with Agitator is, so let's say I have like Agitator 6 or 7, whatever it is, whatever that set gives you. If I have that, I'm still doing that hit and run draw, like that single shot, because that's all I can do against him. Like, I don't know how people are doing TCSs. Like, I can't do it. So therefore, when I look at the amount of damage that I'm doing, even with Agitator going, it's still less than what this Frostcraft set gives me. What is up, Yamalo? How are you, man? It is going good. Ain't Fatalis the only Elder Dragon where you can farm the whole set without killing it? I don't know, man. It's a good question. I don't really know. You don't do TCSs on Fatty's first stage? Oof. I mean, I could see maybe doing some chess stuff. He's the only in-game one. The other at need tickets. Yeah. His wings are kind of a pain, though. Alrighty, Pangeltima. Sounds good. Yeah, his wings were a pain, so what I had to do for his wings was, I had to tenderize his wings. Yeah, I just started. I've been dragging my feet. I'm not really into it, man. I'm not really into it. I'm not gonna lie. I started to play Elden Ring. I opened up Elden Ring and I was like, should I? And then I was like, man, I gotta make an Elden Ring thumbnail. That was kind of what pushed me towards Monster Hunter, was just making a thumbnail. I actually don't have the evasion mantle. But you know one thing? Oh, I can't do decorations. Oh, it doesn't matter. Dude, I waited too long. I waited too long and I was like, dang it. I just gotta pull up Elden Ring and get thumbnails. It's like, ah.
It's still a monster.
Let's just do this. I'll do this torture.
The cannons up above should be able to hit its head.
Oh my gosh. Come on, brother. Look, he just got tired. He just got tired. Simple for Elden Ring. Just put an image of a turtle and call it a dog. I wanted to go for the wall bang there. With the good old clutchy. The good old clutch claw, saving the day for him. Shiny. You gotta get the shinies. Oh, I knew it. I started to dive. Dude, I pressed it. Sometimes it's so slow to react. You know? Oh, I forgot he was enraged. Oh, I forgot he was enraged, man. Hey, what's going on, Dest? How are you, man? Oh, that was funny. I'm bummed people are wrecking this for you. I know the many opinions or best practices are hard, but the shitty takes are joy crushing. They really are, man. And it's really easy to be like, don't worry about what people say. That's really easy to say that. But in reality, it's just like it's not real. You can act like it doesn't bother you. I mean, I can, but it does bother me. It's like it aggravates me. And in order to get like today for sure trust, no, dude, no way. Nope. I'm not even close. It looks like it, but it's just not. Because, like, I'll do this, and he still won't go into the second phase until 10 minutes. You know? That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like I kind of have him, like, pretty figured out. Like, and it's just like... Still, it just takes, you know, so long. Ooh, what was that all about? I don't think I've ever even seen that move. He's such a cheater. Oh, look at this. See, I'm such a glass cannon, man. I'm just such a glass cannon that you like can't make a mistake. You know? That's the problem with this build and this armor. Is that like just position wrong once and you're dead. And then there goes your time, right? Of all the streamers I've seen do this, none have done it without augments, and one gave up. Yeah, We were about to see 2 give up. You know? You're about to see 2 give up. Oh no, wrong direction, dude. Wrong direction. You don't have the survivability to take the risks necessary with Greatsword. That's exactly the problem. Yeah, or the high DPS to take it carefully. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so you have to be like, you have to be like really flawless. Greatsword's definitely one of the hardest weapons to play against Fatalis. You'd have to basically predict his moves half the time, and doing it without augments, yeah. A seer. You have to be a seer. That's it, man. The Seekers. Maybe the guys from the Seekers, you know? Just use the tackle when he does that. You know, that's a good idea, Pangea, if you don't get out of the way. Hey, I wonder if that's a good idea, period. Because then you could just... How'd I miss that? I might try that. Oh, yeah. Just dive right into the fire. At least I got that. I mean, you guys know I tried for days to get that. It's a little late on that. If it's between you and beating him on stream, miserable, or playing something else and beat him on your own time with all the cheats, I'd rather you get the satisfaction of the kill. Had to use a Safi weapon for a part of the set bonus to fit in better skills, though. I more care that you're enjoying yourself rather than how miserable arbitrary rules are making you. Yeah, I know what you guys are saying. I really do, but it's kind of like too late. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of like, yeah, damage has been done. Like, if you came home and found out that your wife was talking to somebody else, and she's like, okay, I'll stop. No, I'm just joking. Right? It's like, okay. Like Paper, you probably know exactly where I'm coming from, right? Like, after you saw those comments, wasn't it like a kick in the stomach? And there's nothing that's going to change that. Right? Like, it is what it is. There's no... Like, you know, like those comments devalued your accomplishment. Maybe not for you, because everybody's definitely different on how they take things, so it may not bother you. Oh, now I can't get it. Whoa, what am I doing? Dude, I forgot I was trying to do the tackle. I was gonna actually try to tackle that. I was just like trying to force it. Everything that came after, I feel like loading up a truly no thoughts head empty CSD run. That's my point. That's my point, Paper. That's my point. Those comments do affect you. They do stick with you, and then you feel like I have to do it different now. Right? And so that's the dilemma. Like, that's kind of the issue. Fatalis leaves a ton of damage openings if you can spot him. I know he does. I know he does if you're really good at the fight. I'm not saying that, like I was saying this last night, I would be an idiot to say this can't be done. Unknown Man did this very similar build. It was almost exactly this build. And he beat him with... man, I think he beat him in 20 minutes. Like, he pushed him into the second phase in, like, 5 minutes. You know? I'm not saying it can't be done. But, yeah, he's ridiculous, you know? Souls of Souls, what's going on, man? You always start with the cannon. I'll try that, man. I know it does speed the fight up, but it also pushed me into blue flames. Maybe now I could get the headshot. Maybe I could put Part Breaker on and help to get the horn break. You know?
The cannons up above should be able to hit its head.
Until somebody comes in and says, oh, you're doing that noob trap? Oh my gosh. Whoa, I almost got in some major trouble right there. What was that all about? Oh, I thought I was far away. Wait, what? Oh, Tiny, I gotta see what you said, man. I was starting to read it and it disappeared. Level 2 Part Breaker for his head, just for the head in multiplayer. Yeah. Suggest Buttercup could be gone. Yeah, I've got Buttercup. You know, if I'm gonna die, I don't want to die alone. I don't want to die alone, you know? I don't either, man. You know? I hear what you're saying, Voltar. Oh, I was trying to get behind that. I like the way the guy runs, you know. No. Oh, this is so late. I knew it. Maybe I should just put on heroics, right? Because I'm always half dead anyway. You know what I mean? And then maybe one lucky run, I'll just pull it off. You know? one lucky run, I'll try it. Poor Buttercup got annihilated. Always try to get that nose swipe past, you know? Oh, that's great. A heroics run would be funny to watch. It wouldn't last long. I mean, dude, I'm halfway dead 90% of the time anyway. They're gonna ruin it for the rest of us. Yeah. Totally in for the bit and blow yourself up with a bomb when you start. I think that's what the speedrunners do. They do. I've seen that. So I didn't understand. I was watching Monster Hunter Wilds when I first started playing Wilds, and I didn't know what heroics was, and I didn't know what what's the mantle that eats your life away. Oh, what's it called? Y'all probably know what I'm talking about though, like it ticks away your life. And I was watching this and I was like, what is this game? Yeah, the corruption mantle. I was like, what is this game? What are these dudes doing? Like how do you play this nonsense? I was like, is this like a meme or something? This is before I understood that people cared about speed. You know, I thought the goal was just to beat the monsters. I didn't know it was all about like how fast it takes you. You know? And I was like, why would you want something that actually kills you while you're, you know, trying to stay alive? That's the problem with not having Evade Extender 3. It's like, speedrunners play a different game than everyone else. Oh, absolutely, yeah, like, you know, it's not even the same game at all. There's a lot about Monster Hunter math that's just messaging little numbers to make bigger numbers. I could see both sides of it, you know? The goal is to beat the monsters. The speed is a byproduct of being better at the fight. Oh, I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I didn't understand, like, I didn't understand that people, like, cared about the speed. And so I was like, what is this? Why would you ever want a mechanic that, like, takes your HP, you know? Oh. Oh man. People always care about showcasing Master. I think it's impressive, I'm not gonna lie. I like watching speedrunners, I like watching really good players. It's pretty cool to see. I just get a kick out of the blowing themselves up with the bomb. I was like, what is this guy doing? You know? It's how I relax, but a self-imposed challenge to see my time isn't always stressful. Oh, definitely, dude. It's your fault, Souls of Souls. That was your fault. I get that about... Oh, dude. The Superman dive is so weird in this one. Oh, I'm gonna get that. I'm so scared of the fire. At least I get that one now. That one's pretty much probably 80 or 90% of the time I get that one. So that's good. Oh, I wish I would have been by his head. Oh, dude, his head is so annoying. Like, I'm trying to get... That's the other thing I've been thinking is, like, maybe I can get a lot of, like, charged hits or something. You know? Dumb things like killing monsters with emotes. Shouldn't have chatted in the chat with the chatters. That's it, man. Keep ignoring the wasp when you're really low, by the way. Is this another learning attempt or is this a win? This is kind of like reading chat at one of the most like dangerous moments just now. Running towards him when he's shooting flames down and you're reading chat. It's kind of one of those type of deals. You know? It's one of those lack of caring things. See, 11 minutes, dude. 11 minutes to get him to phase 2. Now, I know I died a bunch. You know? I know I died a bunch. Yeah, Bo is clearly cheating, dude. That's such a cheesy... Like, if you're not that good at the game, use a bow. You know, especially a bow gun, because then you don't even have to craft multiple bows. You know? How can you call yourself a hunter and use a bow? It's got a dodge mechanic. You know? And please don't tell me you spam Dragon Piercer. Oh my god, are you one of those guys? Oh man. It'd be funny if it wasn't true. You know, that the hate for it. It's hilarious. I think some context will help with perspective. I spam Dragon Piercer with the bow, dude. The way that I beat Bagel, you know, B-52, I shoot arc shots on him that spam down on him and knock him out, and then as soon as he's knocked out, I spam Dragon Piercer. That's all I do to him. And I kick the teeth off of that thing, you know?
It's still a monster, so its head must be a weak point.
The cannons up above should be able to hit its head.
I was joking. Yeah, I was joking, Paper. She doesn't get it. She does think it's a waste of time. Oh, that's a horrible. Yeah, I need to be like right there, huh? Be like right there when he does that. Oh my gosh. That was terrifying. I just saw an enormous face. Yeah, she thinks it's a waste of time. She doesn't think all gamers are idiots, just me. Alrighty, man. Have a good one. Aw, that was a good little opening. See, I don't have the, like... just don't have the defensive, not getting your partner's hobbies is fine. Oh, I went for it. Got it. Man, that would have been cool if I could have got 2. I rolled the fireball. There's moments when I feel really good, and then that happens. You know? There's moments when I'm like, oh man, got this figured out. And then the most common attack hits me. No, I'm just gonna keep playing him like this, and you know, eventually I will get good enough to beat him like this. Oh, I don't understand. It might take 6 years. Why am I missing that now? You're basically playing with the gimp's gear. Yeah, I know. It's y'all's fault. You know? I do understand. I totally understand. You know, it's not my fault. It's not my fault. Oh, midair. That's clip-worthy. That is clip-worthy. A lot of hunters who started Monster Hunter after the game sunset might be playing under the impression that Fatalis is a hunt that was designed to be fought immediately after finishing the story. I would say that they should be under the impression that they are intended to fight it at the point that it's available. Just like Alatreon or any other monster. You know what I mean? Yeah, I got sniped, dude. That was actually kind of hilarious looking. Yeah, I would say that I'm intended to fight it right now. You know? This is when I got to it. So this is the next special event. Right? Like, that's not how it's supposed to be done. Dude, I hate when I do a Superman dive accidentally. Dang it, I knew it. This is so painful, you're missing so much prep. Yeah, I know, but that's because people have comments about how I should play. You know? And so that's the reason. So what prep would you suggest, man? Oh, I forgot he's enraged. With enough skill, prep is optional. He's already over halfway there. But no, I would like to hear what Norkong thinks I should do. You know? You want to talk intention. If they intended it to be fought later, they'd have put it later. Did they fix that in Wild soon? Get health augment at least? Yeah, but health augment's not available at this point in the game. You're missing a lot of punish opportunities as well. The help augments help me with the punish opportunities. The reason you think MR24 is the intended is because the release schedule meant Fatty wasn't available at Iceborne release. So people was farming a lot of other stuff before he was released. So I guess I'll go like to grinding lands, and then when I come back I'll magically be able to hit all those openings, you know. I don't know all the openings that everybody keeps talking about. Like it's like kind of strange. You know what I mean? Like it just seems so weird. If app isn't intended for augments, there's no point to augments. I don't know. I mean, none of it makes sense to me. When do I have the opportunity to do that, Nork? I know how to do that. Like, you know. When? During the cone? Like, you tell me when and I'll try to do it. The cone is yeah, you get killed. We tried that last night with MacGyver. When you, there's a cheese method to get the eye and craft the weapon. Yeah, I did all that, man. I have a full set of Fatalis armor, right? But then people said that that was lost, that was stolen valor, and it's highly frowned upon. It's cheaty, and so, you know. You know what I mean? So like you're supposed to instead do health augments. You know? Health augment makes you heal when you're dealing damage. Yeah, I don't want to spend 30 hours getting health augments, man. That's been my whole you know, thing with it. Basically standard for all hunts. Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to. You know, I don't want to. I don't want to grind up to level 120 or 100 or whatever just to come back to a fight. You know what I mean? I don't want to spend 30 hours to get something. And then like I don't want to spend 30 hours or 15 hours or whatever it is to get a health augment to then come back to fight this. You know what I mean? I get what people are saying. Like, I totally understand what you're saying. My personal view, I don't know if it's clearable with this setup. Yeah, it is. Yeah, people have done it and sent it. Is he still talking? I don't even see any of his comments. Yeah, Nork, that's what I'm saying. So Norcon, I look, I agree with what you're saying. I do understand what you're saying, and like, so to me, the fight is designed. This is my own personal, if I never talked to anybody in the world and I just stumbled across Monster Hunter and started playing it, and I got to this point, and I'd be like, there's no gear at this level that is like good enough for this dude, right? Everything, you're grossly under geared for the average player, you know? And then, but wait, Plunderblade. Oh, and then you have to break his horns, which is teaching. So if you follow the whole theory of Monster Hunter teaches you to use flash pods to keep Rathalos from flying away and all this different stuff. Like, Monster Hunter has this thing where you kind of pound your head against the wall and then you learn that there's a skill in the game that solves this problem. If you use that same logic on Fatalis, then Plunderblade is there designed to give you the armor that you need for the fight. But it makes you earn it through fighting him dozens and dozens and dozens of times. So to me, that is the perfect solution. And with that armor, I think the first time I used it, I timed out on him. But I was just trying to break his horns to get one last piece of his armor. And so with all of that, the fight is clearly manageable. You know, it's definitely doable. But like I said, the problem is you get a bunch of shit for that. You know? And so I don't want to use that and then get it's like if you use some method If you use some method that people are going to frown on, then it's like, you can say, well, who cares, just play how you want. I'm just not that person, you know what I mean? And so therefore that affects how I play. And so then their next suggestion is you should go get augments. So at the end of the day, you're just being told how to play the game, even though I don't even agree with that line of thought, right? I don't think you're supposed to go get augments. That makes no sense to me. The developers put a really fantastic system to get armor and weapons to fight this guy. And in my opinion, some people think that it's too easy, you know? They think it's too easy, and therefore they want to see people take a different path or something. I don't really know. I don't understand it. I really don't get the logic. But, you know. I definitely do not have augments. I was level 34 my second time around on a new account. I'm pretty sure you can survive a lot more if you tackled more too. Yeah, I mean, to be completely honest, guys, I'm just so disgusted. I'm kind of like not trying and don't care at this point. You know what I mean? I've like lost my care to try. So I'm just playing like an idiot. Post the lobby. Well, no, I'm not worried about clearing him. Like that. Start GU or Elden Ring. I'm about to just quit streaming, to be honest. I'll be completely honest with you, Paper. I'm about to just not stream. Because it doesn't matter what the game is, it's just people are people. And, you know, it's just annoying. You know? I used to be a lot more abrasive. Have you soloed Alatreon? Oh, dude, I had so much fun with Alatreon. Yeah, I did. I mean, it took me a while. Like, I definitely... I can't remember how many days it took, but yeah. I did soloing. With this, pretty much this exact set. I agree, Nordic. Dude, I love that, like... Absolutely love it. I would like this one. But, yeah, there's so much jank with the hitbox, and... The thing I really don't like about the main thing I don't like about this one is the timer. You know? I just feel like the timer just artificially made it difficult, whereas like with Alatreon, yeah, I guess there was DPS checks and stuff. But it felt like a much more like a much tighter fight. I don't know. It just felt like it was more like better designed or something. But I mean, I was actually having a good time with this one, honestly. I really was, until I got the Fatalis armor. And then that, like, I was all excited because I got Fatalis armor and I played against him and I was like, oh, I can actually play, right? I can actually play against this dude. I can tank hits. I can actually go for some aggressive TCSs and stuff like that. And I was having fun. And then when I started seeing how people felt about it, I was like, well, great. So now I have two options. I can either just do this until I'm eventually good enough in 6 months to beat him with this type of setup, or I can do the guiding lands and beat him the way everybody else wants me to beat him. Those are two shitty options, you know? Yeah, the jank is difficult. The timer makes it really frustrating. Paper can attest that I've been excited to see you start GU. Yeah, I think I'm going to play this off stream. And then, you know, I don't know. I'm sure there's still, you know. I know that's easy to say, man. I know it's easy to say, Norcon. I get it, dude. You're right. I should.
The cannons up above
You know what I
should be able
mean?
to hit its head.
But that's like, think about it this way, man. Let's say you had a kid that's overweight, and he's like, Dad, my friends at school called me fat. And you're like, don't worry about it, son. You think he's gonna actually be able to not worry about it? You know, it's like, yeah, he shouldn't let it bother him, but he's gonna. You know what I mean? It's just normal, like. Oh, I thought it was that. You know what I'm saying, Norcon? Like, I wish I could. I wish I was a less. I wish I was a less petty person. Oh, the backward swipe doesn't work. Oh, I think the augments would, you know? There's just been so many stupid comments that it's kind of like I'm not gonna enjoy, I wouldn't enjoy beating him with augments. You know, that's kind of the truth of that situation. Oh, I knew I was too far at it. You can't, Norcong, I'm telling you, you can't. I've like, you know, you can. I'm not saying you can't. You can, and then you get blown up by the puddle. And I don't have the why would I? Yeah, but you do more damage if you do. No, I tested it already, man. Yeah, the timing, like, I'm not saying you can't do it. I've seen people do it. 90% of the time, they take the puddle to the face, but it doesn't really matter because they're using augments. And so they turn around and they hit the thing in the chest once, and they get 80% of their health back. I can't play that. I can't do that. You know what I mean? And so, like, so then on the other times, you know, to a higher fire resist armor. Yeah, but then I lose Frostcraft. Like, it's like a trade-off. Then I definitely won't be able to do it. Isn't the most important if you evaporate. The only reason I'm evaporating is because I'm having to play so aggressive. If I don't play so aggressive, I can get I can time out on the hunt with maybe carding twice, you know? No, I don't think fire res matters that much, man. You know? I don't think it does. Fire, doesn't really kill me. It's always, just the impact, like fireballs and stuff like that, you know? But like I said, you're forced to optimize damage. Yeah, I agree. You have to give up something, yeah. Ironically, I think defensive armor is the way to complement aggressive playstyle. If I could get defensive armor and frostcraft, I certainly would. But any of the can also do 2 knocks and anger on entry. Yeah, like I said, man, I'm playing just, you know. I shouldn't even be playing, to be honest. Like, I should have just went to sleep. I've tried all that. I've tried agitator builds and all that kind of stuff. So to kind of fill you in on the situation is like, I do know to do all that stuff. And when I do all of that, like really tight, I still, like, when I do it right off the bat and everything, I still only get him into the second phase after, oh man, I hate how he, dead there. You lose more DPS dying than reading for damage. Yeah, Norkong, like I said, I just don't really care tonight, man. Like it's just one of those nights, you know. Thank you, Kate. Thank you so much. I think Kate can see I'm having a rough night, you know. Kate, do you stream? I know you make videos. Crazy bye. Yeah, they're not going the greatest, quiet guy. I was playing Power World while watching. No, run! Dude, I always almost get hit by that. Only stream sometimes in Discord. Ah, cool. Floating the hot string to the guy. Yeah, I might do something. The hard part I've found about it is, you know, like, you can play, like, let's say you play on your own and you're just practicing a monster and you have some agenda that you're trying to do. There's nobody there to second guess what you're doing, so you can just concentrate and chill, and you're like, okay, you know, let me test different tactics and different things.
Get behind something.
And you can just vibe out, right? But when you're streaming and you're doing that, people are like, bro, why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? How come you're not doing this? You're supposed to do this. You're supposed to do that. And you can tell them, yeah, no, I'm just trying this out. And it's like, it aggravates them. You know what I mean? It's like, bro, you're never gonna learn if you're not doing this, and you're never gonna learn if you're not doing that, and you're missing so many opportunities. And bro, you got to get those headshots, and you got to just do this. And it's like, what do you think I'm doing? Like I'm, you know, I'm trying. I've never seen so many people upset at somebody simply trying to get better at a game. You'd swear I'm using cheats and shit. You know what I mean? It's like, bro, I thought that people would be upset if you're not willing to put the work in. But I've found that people get pissed that you're willing to put the work and the effort in. Like, bro, this is so painful to watch. You know? I'm like, okay, sorry. I'll quit my job and I'll practice during the day so that I can be good when I play at night, you know? What was that? Oh, did the fire get me? Just play and learn, low key. Yeah, quiet guy. I agree, man. Yeah, backseating. And I think people don't understand the difference between backseating and just gaming advice. You know? Different audience here. What do you mean, Emerudus? I tried to, I got confused on what I wanted to do there. And so I realized I could go for the wall bang. You know, but it was a little bit too late. Why didn't he wall bang? Is that considered when he's on two legs? Usually I see the ones who just vibe and get some info about Fatalis. Yeah, I know, Mudo, like, it's been rough, dude. That was two legs, huh? Cone is a two-leg move, okay. Well, that was a really strange... I like how he lets me try again. And it still doesn't matter. You know? Well, now I know. Now I know, man. Oh, man. That was kind of worth it. Have a full run done, considering not using ancient pots. Yeah, when I just play, I enjoy the game a lot, and I like learning the game. It does get a little bit exhausting though. Yeah, I went out with style there. Iraq. Dude, I had a friend of mine when I was like 21 named Iraq. And he had like blonde, spiky hair. And he was a big rave maniac. I haven't thought about that guy in years. When I got frustrated at failing hunts earlier on, I always had a comfort hunt to do. But you know the sad part, Imruids, is that I don't mind, like, I don't mind any of it. Like I was saying before in the chat, like in Discord, it hasn't been the hunts, it hasn't been the game that has been bothering me, you know? It's all the opinions and the people, you know? Dude, I hate hunting Rathalos. Yeah, Rathalos sucks, dude. Actually, dude, Rathalos, I almost quit the game over Rathalos in the Ancient Forest. And, what's his name? Unknown Man helped me get, he suggested getting the Trapper Cats and everything. And so I did that. So he helped me with that. Unknown Man's been awesome. Like, he's actually, like, made the game. He was, like, one of the first that started following the playthrough. And, oh no, don't do that. Oh, I ran out of stamina. I knew it. Dude, I keep missing his freaking... keep missing his face. See 708. And if you get 2 hits, I think it's a little more than that. But we'll try it next time. Tiny, not at all, man. No, not at all, dude. Aw, it's a little bit late. Dude, Toby, honestly, Paper Toby. I started to get those, Quiet Guy. I started to get those. you know, as sucky as it looks like I'm doing, I've actually gotten like a lot better. Dude, the revives are just they're just a tease. You know, the revives are like the girl at the bar when you're like 20 and she's looking at you all night, you know? And then her boyfriend walks in. And you're like, "Oh. Oh. Oh, okay. I see how you are. I see what you are." You know? You just like playing with people. Just getting my hopes up. You know, I probably should put Buttercup on Coral. I wish I could put Buttercup in a little outfit, and she would just stand in the corner and do like a stripper dance or something. Like just some comical BS, you know what I mean? Does this work? What happened? I thought he was supposed to do a... I was over there waiting for a perfectly timed TCS. I got him. He head flinched? Dang it. So that's what happens when they do that, huh? I flinched him out of the roar. Hacker. Yeah, I'll put him on the another one. TCS when you hit focus or the fatty armor. So the thing about it is, Paper, if I had the fatty armor... Wow, what was that, dude? If I had the fatty armor, I could just tank that explosion. And maybe 50% of the time you know you hit it just right and you don't explode, and the other 50% you do explode, and it takes away 20% of your HP. And it's a good trade-off, right? Because you're probably not going to cart before you heal. You can take a lot of risks to get that extra damage in. But with this build, you certainly can. High risk, high reward, yeah. To a degree that it's like not really feasible. Oh no. I realized he was enraged, like mid. Yeah, when they're opportune. Yeah, it does. I mean, I absolutely love the Great Sword because of all that. You know? Zero range. The risk mitigation for Great Sword is mastery of the hunt. Yeah, especially with this hunt, right? Yeah, I knew. I was like, oh, I'm dead. I always walk too far. It's kind of the theme. So 379. I can't get it there. I couldn't get a full 3 charge on that because I got there late. But it's just higher. 2 hits is just higher. So saying like do 1, you're wasting your Frostcraft. It's just like I think people see you struggle, so they just say to do anything different. See, and I didn't even charge the TCS. Now, if you had the other, see what I'm saying? So then you just get, you're so at risk. Kate's videos, you don't know the risk is always there. The keyboard has so much cat hair. I'm shocked you survived that without full HP. You can survive it, you know? Joink Swag, you can survive it. But then if, you know... And maybe it's worth it. I don't know. How much damage do you do? Like, let's take a look. Let's do a little R&D. This is a good time for some R&D, real quick. Let's see something. What's the trade-off? For Cone, 2 hit is enough. Very rarely do you have time for a TCS. Yeah. Yeah, I that's exactly how I feel. The 2 hits is this quest is like mandatory HP boost 3 if you can slot it. Time on cones in later phases. Fatal is just brutal. Yeah, he is. It is. Well, I guess the hard thing for me is some people understand the struggle and they're like, yep, this is part of it, you know? So if you just do this, 746, okay? So let's see. $914. $914 is more numbers than 746. So it's better to do that. Is this right? Is this correct? TCS has a bonus 70% part break modifier. Oh, if you didn't see what V and I were talking about regarding TCS. Are you a math teacher? I am, and I'm not sure that you guys, some of you, not these people here chatting right now. I want to be clear about that. I want to be very clear about that. 914 didn't even crit. I'm not having any trouble breaking the head now. No. Like a week and a half of attempts to solo. Elytreon took me 2 nights plus 3 nights. 2 nights plus 3 nights is 5 nights. I think it was 5 nights. Be curious to see the damage difference on your draw attack if you sod in dragon attack in your level 4 slots. We'll try that. So what was the other one? What was the other one? Oh, the TCS combo, right? Okay, so let's see. Okay, full charge. 1638, right? So obviously that's the way to go, but I can never get those. $12.04. So you're up. What was the other one? 9 something? Play it safe. You'll break it twice anyways. No, I'm not sassy. I'm not rushing to break the head. I'm rushing to... Yeah, so the TCS is great, right? Like, it's an extra opening. It's like 2 hits, and then if there's a part break modifier, that's great too. But if you risk carding, is it really worth it? You know? If I was in a different set of armor, I would. So what did you want me to slot in? Dragon attack. And then you said it didn't even crit. Let's just do this. Let's just do a charged. Okay, 797. I'll just do 3. I'll do 3 hits. 746. Do the first attack just to get to TCS. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just exactly. No, I do get that. So then set decorations. Since you beat 11 out of 60 weapons. One of my favorite fights in Monster Hunters. Just said all. Joined. It's my favorite hunt in Monster Hunter by far. Like, and I like a lot of the other hunts, but dude, that is such a great hunt. I think you can do TCF wearing rock steady if you really want a hit. Yeah, you can. Full health. You could chuck a max potion after each cone puddle. I mean, I might have to do it, but I saw Unknown Man never did it. He just did the 2 hits, and he beat him in like 20 minutes. Crits are a set 20% more, 20% less, I think. How often? Depends on affinity. TCS is a game sense and knowledge dependent unless you're flailing wildly praying for good luck. Critical draw build is absolutely my favorite way to play Greatsword. It's kind of my only capable way of playing it. So you said you wanted me to slot in Dragon attack. Is that a single slot or level 4? After a knockdown, and I'm confident. That's when I do it, you know. Yeah, that's Quiet Guy. That's kind of where I'm at with it. But what am I losing? Well, I guess focus isn't going to change. Playstyle's different. Element is not really worth it versus what heavy artillery can give. That's what I would think. I'll try it just to see what the difference in damage is. But like I said, I saw this guy right here, Unknown Man, the man, the myth, the legend. He used 785. He used this same set. 785. Oh, would it not show up on this, right? Curious for that one slot, because the Phoenix physics... Isn't that called, like... What's it called? Coalescence? How is it going, man? How are you? He used the other greatsword. I've tried them both. I have same results. Like, I could switch them back and forth. It's like 6s. He used the Rage and Bracky, the light break. How far have you made it before? I don't want to potentially spoil anything for you. On the dragon, I've timed out on it on on phase 3. Coalescent procs when there's Fireblade from his flames. Yeah, and it's constantly procking because I'm constantly getting fire, you know. I don't know if it's great. Like, it's just like, it was just another something. You know, with these slots, it's like you're very limited as to what you pick and choose from. And so, like, some things I kind of need in order to stay alive, like evade window 5, I could maybe get rid of. But, like, what would I. So, let's say I got rid of evade window 5. What would I most. So, I've got critical boost already, I've got critical draw. I'm not having a problem getting level 3 charges when I can get level 3 charges. Like, I've tried using Focus 3. It doesn't really change anything. I can still get the level 3 charge on his head, you know? Um okay, so if I get rid of, I can't even remember what I had on this. Maybe I had focus on this. So I'll try agitator. Critical eye would be helpful. I used Alatreon Greatsword too, but I used Arch Tempered Volcana Armor set to solo Fatalis. The only reason I don't try the Volcana Armor is simply because I feel like that's going to be another monumental fight for me. You know what I mean? Like, if I could just, like, go do an event and fight a monster, a bunch of Furious Rejang or something like that, I would. But I feel like if I go after Arch Tempered Volcana, it's like, that's going to be a week to beat that dude. You know? So agitator or critical eye. Let me see which one I have for these. Yeah, that's another Fatalis tier fight. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah. Weakness exploit would help if you're using the 2/ on the cone. Arch Tempered Volcana is your firm belief for hardest fight in the game. I've never successfully soloed it. And that kind of leads to my theory about the armor system. You know? So, let's see. Critical eye gives me more affinity. Higher affinity. So, but let me ask you this. Doesn't critical draw give you 100% affinity? So then critical eye is only helping you on your non-draw shots, right? Like your second shots on like that secondary draw shot or the for the cone. Right. So your second attack is where you're getting critical eye. And there's really only like one time I'm doing that. So agitator stacks on top of everything. So basically every one of my shots with agitator would be Alatreon, Arch Tempered Volcana, Fatty, and Nami is your hardest. Okay, so let me look for agitator. Oh, there's... I can't, look at this. Some people use this. Divine Blessing. Can you believe that? God. What a bunch of cheesers. See, so then I have to start... Well, I guess I could use this one. So now I have to start choosing... Let's see... Like, that's kind of it, right? The only one I could do is focus. You know? Paper, I'm glad somebody thinks it's funny. So should I get rid of focus 1 and put in an agitator? I mean, all I gotta do is plug the PC into myself and then be so pissed off. Like, that would provide all the agitator power necessary. But I've been working on soloing Alatran with all weapons currently left with bow. Yeah, I could see getting stuck on Alatreon, man, and just keep fighting him with different weapons. I could do that. Let's just go for it. Let's get rid of focus. Who needs focus? And then what about evade window? So all of my evasion is coming from, I guess, just the set itself and my charm. So what about I don't think I have any like offensive charms. But I could craft them. Crit up a draw, I have that. Maximum might. The agitator. Charm grind's miserable. Hold on. So let me go to the workshop and see if I can craft something. Raging Bracky Helm may be worth looking into. Yeah, let me look at the different... This is what I like to do when I get sick of fight. I just start looking at, you know. None. Arch Simple Frostcraft build is doable as long as you hit him hard. This is not an Arch Tempered Frostcraft build. This is a baby Frostcraft build. But the problem is you don't have enough for evasion, which is pretty useful when he spits a sticky sludge bomb on the floor. Yeah, I agree. Like, the evasion is a necessary thing. It's one of the most fun parts of Monster Hunter. Yeah, I actually do really like it, you know? Ruins the fun for me personally. Joint swag, I agree, man. Fight the monsters when you get to them, how you want to. You know what I mean? Like, just do what you want. If you get stuck on a monster, but you're having fun with it, just learn it if you want to learn it. You know what I mean? If you don't, you know, don't. So agitator, what would it be? Agitator, weakness exploit, critical eye, he said was one. The fitness charm, that's what my wife would probably put on. The mud puppy, oh. Let's see how terrible it is. You prefer to make the charms? Copied every single in-game build when I played Monster Hunter. Oh, a Nergi gem? Should probably buy that, huh? From the old Melder? The old lady Melder? My fun is this game is from the fight itself, not the build crafting. I mean, I'll be totally honest with you. This is cheaty. You know? You just go in here and you buy it. You didn't earn this. You didn't earn this. You know? Just buying this stuff like you're Nergiganti gem. With the Wyverian print. Yeah, cheats. Yeah, they put this in for casuals, man. I hate to even use it. You know? Casuals, just they have to do all this to get people to buy the game. Trying to appeal to the masses. PUBG did the same thing. Put in revives. Oh, now we got question marks. So we can't do it. Using in-game mechanics. They shouldn't be there, quiet guy. You know, they shouldn't be there. I just do it because I'm streaming. If I wasn't streaming, I would never use these things. These are from high-end guiding lands. They are. I am a firm believer that armor is for noobs. So what does that give me? What do I look like now? Oh, I have Agitator 5. Oh man, this is fitting. This is fitting. You know? Why use armor? Just hitless the game. Just if you don't get hit, bro, if you don't get hit, it's not a problem. And if you're getting hit, that's your problem. Oh, I only have Evade Extender 1. God, this is gonna be a bloodbath. Guiding land stuff. Evade window 5. I know that's the sacrifice. Hara Azaru G. I'm gonna just call you G. You know? Good old G. Maybe it'll bring me some luck.
Uh-huh.
Crit boost 3. The greatsword really only needs one move, which is the kick. If you're doing anything more than that, you just like... The rest of those moves are, yeah, those are all great, G, but I can't get them all, you know? You're using all that, and you call yourself a hunter. Look at this guy. He's listing every skill. Every skill. Coalescence 3. Bro goes into the arena and hits the boss once and he falls over. I'm just messing with you, G. I would love all that, bro. I would absolutely love all that. Heavy artillery, too. That's just all... AT Volcana's armor. It must be nice. It must be nice. Oh man, you're proud of yourself. Dude, you probably don't know about the ongoing. You don't know about the ongoing running joke about using game mechanics. Bro, he's advertising our He's like a car salesman over here. Tried to get it. I know that's risky. Oh, I don't have I forgot I don't have the big window 5. I have to actually time these dodges. Dude, he's doing weird. Oh, see. This is gonna be brutal. I don't know that I can play with Agitator 1. There you go. Let's tendy. Let's tenderize. Oh no. Well, we all know how this ends. Oh, we messed up. Come on, do something I can actually punish. This stupid freaking thing. Oh, I forgot. 2 legs. Ah, jeez, I was in a corner. Have live video about it. The title was, "Did you just use dodge to roll? What a casual." Yeah, I did. I know I should tackle that. I hear tackle's really important, Kate. They tell me there's a move where you can shoulder bash a fireball, but I just feel that that shouldn't be in the game because it's not logical. You know, rolling kind of makes sense. I feel that's like some ninja stuff. Like you would do that in real life. If somebody like threw something at you, you might like roll. But like shove your shoulder at a fireball? Like who would do that? So I don't use it. It's not ethical. Surviving with some DPS is better than no reliable DPS, yeah. Probably to make rotary cannon phase easier. No higher DPS loss than dying. I'm just seeing how it would work. Yeah, I mean that's the thing. I don't know that I can play this guy without really? Oh no. Oh man. Torque the ballista. Why have heavy artillery slotted in and not doing the cannon opener? Torque, you do the cannon opener? I heard that's a noob trap, man. Cannon opener's a noob trap. Just messing with you, Torque. Although I do see that whenever I watch cannon opener videos in the comments, that's the biggest noob trap ever. And I'm like, really? Is it? I don't know. I mean, I truly don't know. I've heard people say both. Doesn't heavy artillery help you on the ballistas? I didn't mean to do that. I actually meant to wallbang you. Oh, man. Dude, he moves so much. That's right. $934. Said I was just curious to what that damage was gonna be. Oh, we just both whiffed with that. Dude, that hit is so hard. I don't know. I mean, maybe I don't necessarily need the evade 5. Maybe I've done this, you know, thousands of times now. And I can actually dodge him without it. Oh, I wanted to swing. I definitely am seeing higher damage numbers, you know? So now I just have to get better at dodging and like staying alive. Oh, that was neck. Do the coney. Oh, I was a little too far forward. Oh, I knew it. See, that's the problem without the evade extender. Yeah, Rocksteady would actually help a lot. Yeah, Quiet Guy, that's just the dilemma. Like, that's the next thing, you know. Like, getting better so that I don't need evasion. No one needs evade 5, but it's very useful. No one needs evade 5. Killer B. I need everything I can to survive. Oh, I barely shaved off the end of his nose on that one. Oh, how did I miss that? Oh, almost. The thing about that one is, I don't even know what to do with him when I get it. Like, even when I can get that, I just feel scared. Like, because I've tried doing Tenderizer. I guess you could just smack him around and agitate him. Yeah, I thought I was a little too far forward on that. Oh, man. I just leave him. It's a good time to sharpen. Yeah, you're right. That's probably the best thing to do. Yeah, that's... I mean, I've jumped on him. I kind of got to where I can identify it and jump on. And then it's just like, I feel like I've jumped on a Brahma Bull, and I'm like, crap, how do I get off now? You know? I think though, the agitator is definitely the way to go. And I know I'm not using it effectively. Like, I would definitely have to, I know his head's not tendied. Don't crucify me. I know you're supposed to tenderize him.
It's going to unleash its flame. Get behind something.
Oh, look, we're only almost 15 minutes. You were testing stuff out, Dust? Yeah, I need to do a better job of that. Oh, Buttercup. Oh, gosh. Look at this garbage, dude. His fireballs are just garbage, man. They are truly garbage. Look at this, dude. I'm behind smoke. Great. Masumi, I'm not seriously doing anything lately. Like, I'm trying to put more damage in. Like, I'm trying to do more damage to try to get, like, you know, a fast enough DPS go at him. And once I feel like that's possible, then I'll start taking it serious. You know? Yeah, I saw it finally. I was waiting for it to glow purple, and it just... Inscreed Hedora, so it's... Yeah, I'm kind of disgusted, Masumi, to be honest, so... It's kind of like, whatever. We're trying Agitator. Trying a little agitator action, and it definitely adds damage. You know, go figure. It does what it says it does in the label. It definitely hits harder. But I have to, like, remember to, you know me, I'm not good at remembering to clutch claw and do all that kind of stuff. So I have to remember to really prioritize that. Yeah. Best place struck smoke bombs before he lands after the phase
Still a
transition.
monster.
Oh, really?
Must be a weak point.
So he lands looking for you?
Be able to hit its head.
And do you want him close or far? That would have been a good... Oh. See what I mean? How I'm not good at that? Can also use smoke after his first action finishes. Push some more rocks. Forgot he was agitated. Can't get it from that side usually. Dude, the rolls have always given me trouble. I'll press forward. Yeah, I forget about that, man. I always forget about the mantle. Yeah, there's no way I can dodge that without evade 5. There's just, I don't even know if those are possible to jump through without evasion. It's such a wide hitbox. It's okay, now we got Fortify and Agitator. Yeah, I got used to dodging through them because with evade 5 I can dodge through it. Yeah, the evasion definitely hurts. Just dodge through it as well. Yeah, with evasion. Can you do it without evasion? Probably. You're like, yeah, I don't use evasion at all. Evasion 0 and evasion extender 0. Like, yeah, if you're frame perfect, you just have to be frame perfect. Nice. Seeing Conquest this discouraged from using all available methods, I can only say one thing. What's that? Let's hear it. And then I'll tell you my thoughts. You tell me your thoughts, and then I'll tell you my thoughts. I think evade extender only goes to 3. Oh no, I know. I'm in a evade 3, and then evade window. I may have misspoke. Evade window goes to 5, right? I wish there was a. I think you can do the deco slots on Teostra. Yeah, isn't he a level 100? His stuff. Terrorist swim. I'm actually not discouraged, man. I know it sounds stupid, but I think I'm doing good. Look, I got it. Because for me, I'm getting little wins. You know? Getting more and more head hits. I'm getting more and more charged hits. You know what I mean? So I'm actually not discouraged at all. I'm seeing more damage with Agitator. And I just have to position better with the, like, I see the solutions. I don't think you're far off. I think I'm a little far off based off of the aggression that I have to play with such weak armor. You know? Oh, it's not that bad of damage, man. The armor I have is toilet paper. I'm trying to do, this is almost a no hit run, like, almost, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, it's kind of absurd. Wow, he just missed me. Like, I can read what he's doing a whole lot easier. You know? Yeah, I have. Yeah. And it didn't kill me. Bro, I swear, I was reading chat and I thought I knew what he was about to do, and I just responded while I wasn't looking. Y'all can't imagine how much gameplay happens in the peripheral vision. And so when you see me just do like absolutely absurd stuff, it's not always that I just suck that bad. It's sometimes I'm kind of watching chat at the same time. But no, I avoided the 360 a couple of times actually. Yeah, I just happened to be, I already knew I already knew. Just falling off the ledge like a freaking rat. I already knew how to deal with it. I was kind of ready for it. And so I happened to be on the right side of him, and so I just hugged his like thigh. I don't know if you saw it. Have you played Divinity? No, I didn't see your comment. No, I haven't played Divinity. I haven't played anything, man. I've been stuck in PUBG and Ark. So I haven't played a whole lot. Okay, Baltar, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Is it really good? Don't tempt me. Don't you tempt me. It's like a pretty lady walking next to you after you've got an argument with the wife, you know. Divinity goes walking by and you're like, huh, you know, Monster Hunter kind of sucks. It's one of the best games ever? Really? Is it really? What is it even? Divinity? I'm not even sure I've even ever seen it. It's not Destiny. I'm thinking of Destiny. It's not Destiny. Divinity. Do you like turn-based? I've never played turn-based. Look at this, dude. Oh, this is so freaking crazy. Roll in the water. I'm glad there's water here. I'm not really sure how. See, I can't roll that. When, absolutely beautiful, amazing story, great combat system. I might have to try it. I know Claire Osborne is awesome. I've heard that. I want to play that, actually. You love turn-based? The only fun turn-based I played was Expedition 33. Everybody says that game's awesome. Even if they don't like turn-based, they like that game. Pokemon. My kids are obsessed with Pokemon. Turn-based game. It's kind of, right? Like, I get where you're coming from, you know? Wow, I just took one to the face. Come on, bro. We haven't seen this move in a while, huh? I think I hit him in the back of the neck. Do another one. Oh, you little rat. Oh. Oh, he's exhausted. Look at this. He's like, let's just restart this whole dance. Ow! Dude, I felt like I dodged that perfect. That was sad. gosh, dude. This is what I hate about this fight, man. It's like... Well, he really wants to do that, huh? So when y'all say I'm leaving a lot of damage on the table, there's a lot of openings. Am I missing a lot of headshots? I don't mean missing them in terms of like whiffing. I mean like there's a lot of headshot opportunities that I'm not taking. Or is it like body shots? Like what is body shots? Yeah, dude, that's a... No tenderized head. How's the fatty progress? Vans, it's not bad. It's not bad. Got the head down good enough? Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Please play Divinity at some point. I will, Tiny. I'll play it if it's set good. How long of a game is it? Not even on stream or anything? Dude, the thing about it is the only time that I can play games is at night when my wife is asleep because she thinks it's stupid. And so I have to hide it from her. I'm totally joking. Oh no. But in all honesty, nighttime is the only time that I play. And so I would probably stream. Oh, jeez. I'd probably stream it. It's long. Like this. I need to be doing this. Those guts. And then that to his face. Oh man, I always run forward too far. Keep the head tenderized. Oh, I should have enraged him. What the fuck is wrong with this stupid claw, man? Oh my gosh. It's so bad. Oh, I tried to Superman it because I forgot. I'm so used to jumping that, but I really don't think I'll be able to do it without evasion. That's funny. Everybody freaked out when I said my wife thinks gamers are idiots. Everybody's like, I couldn't be married to somebody like that. When I tell her, I'll tell her how serious people get about games. She doesn't get it. She's like, wait, I thought you just play the game. I was telling her about the whole, like, Fatalis, armor, appropriate methods, appropriate skills to use, cheesing, you know, the switch axe cheese and all this stuff. And she's like, what? So what's the goal of the game? I said to beat the monsters. And she's like, why wouldn't you use the best way possible? I'm like, well, if it's too good, it's too easy, so it doesn't count. Oh no. It's okay. It's gonna be okay, guys. I'm fine. Don't worry. We got this pillar. We're gonna sharpen. While we're still in purple sharpness. Yeah, there you go. Do it when I can actually get you. Got him in the back of the tail. Oh yeah, look at that. I'm almost 10 minutes in. You said your wife doesn't get it, but if she asks why someone wouldn't just use the best option, she definitely gets it. No, she doesn't get. What she doesn't get is why people get upset. You know. Oh wait, I gotta use Spoke Mom. Right?
Roaming ballista and barricade are now operational.
And then I probably want to use that. Oh shit! See, he's a cheater, bro. Oh, you gotta be kidding me, dude. This is why I say the Alatreon fight is so much better. This is a BS fight. In the roaming ballista. Oh, that's good enough. Thanks for... Where were you 30 seconds ago? Yeah, she doesn't understand why people care. She's like, why do they care? Are you playing with people? I said, no. And she's like, so what is it? I said, I'm trying to understand it too. Dude, he let us all down. Seriously let us all down. No, get away. Dude, this is so stupid. Fine, dude. Watch this. We're gonna tenderize your titties, and then we're gonna do it. See, this is it's on purpose. Oh, that's gonna die. Let's get really close, point blank. And just wreck. Just keep doing this and I'll be able to beat you. There you go. See, when he doesn't move, guys. What? Buttercup, bad timing. Buttercup is always letting me down, dude. Always letting me down. Tried to block it. Tried to block it. Freaking Buttercup caused that was the run. You gotta do better before he fires your Buttercups. Just, dude, I'm telling you, I'm cooking Chinese food when this is all said and done. You know, there's gonna be a picture in the pet section of Discord. And in the pet section, instead of Buttercup, it's gonna be a plate of Chinese food. And you're gonna be like, didn't you post this in the wrong section? No, I didn't.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I feel like if I was just a little tankier, you know, like, why the name Buttercup, by the way? I really don't know. You know? I don't know. Why Chuck Higgle? That's not my real name either. Like, I just picked it, you know? Like, you know what I mean? I'm not the greatest at picking names. Are you gonna play the event Fatalis after you beat the story Fatalis? Oh, is this like the tutorial Fatalis? This is the easy Fatalis?
So its head must be a weak point.
What's the difference?
The cannon's up
I
above.
missed the conversation about it, but I see... And I just want to add game... Favorite game ever? Oh, I missed that. I did not understand. Is it a 30-minute timer? Go, look at Buttercup, see? If it's a 50-minute timer, I might play it. Dude, see, like, Evasion 5, man. Still 30 minutes? No, I'll never play it. Not once. No, that's stupid. 30-minute timer makes this fight stupid. This would be a great fight with a 50-minute timer. You know? Bullshit. I like when I dodge something and the first thing I see when I get up is his face about to maul me. What was that? I thought I was in the middle of a... I want to see something. Wow, you can hide inside of him. That's good to know. Oh. Dude, that's so hard. It's 30 minutes. 30 minutes and 3 carts. Make it even harder. So then you will see longsword users in SOS doing perfect parries and perfect helm break openings to carry you. Yeah, it's... Nah, I'll never see that. Because I'll never play him again. You know? Like, this is not like a Fatal... This isn't a, It's 4 a.m. for me. Do I get on Monster Hunter? No, I'm just doing solo, man. I have nothing better to do tomorrow. Yeah, get on for yourself for sure, dude. Absolutely. It's 2 a.m. here, and I'm on Monster Hunter, so... Of course you should. Oh, I thought he was doing something else. Thought he was doing something else. 40 wasps, yeah. It's 4 a.m. where you guys are. Jeez. No, this is not an Alatreon fight for me. Like, Alatreon I really liked, and I want to fight him more. Fatalis is simply... Yeah, it's a rough one, yeah. Fatalis is simply a get-it-over-with fight. Only because of the timer. If the timer was 50 minutes, I would have fun with it. It's 4 p.m. At least I can kind of get that fairly consistent. See, I have to have evade extender. There's too many times that gets me basically every time. I guess I could try tackling it, but man, then I gotta like totally rewire my entire brain on how to respond to stuff. The corns must grow. We're in a cornfield. East Coast. Oh, dude, I can't dodge anything either. I was just guessing on that one. You know, you gotta try sometimes. I really like the music for this fight. One of the best themes in the whole game. Yeah, it is cool. It's a cool... You know, what's really sad for me is, like, I really love the fight. You know? I really love it. I really like this. If I could fight it in a more casual way and not so just all out, you know? If I could take the... If I could just... take the shots that I'm comfortable with, I would like it, and I feel like it would be a good fight. It's very punishing. If you make a mistake like that, you get carded. You know? I'm okay with that. Because that was stupid, and you should get killed for that. But I feel like it makes you just fight so non-stop that it takes all the fun away for me, you know? And I know that you can say, well, it just forces you to get better, and that's true, and I do like that to some extent, but I feel this is too, well, I take all this back. Okay, everything I'm saying, let me take back. If you use the Fatalis armor, this fight's amazing. It's probably one of the best in the game. If you use this BS armor I have, then this is absolute misery, and it's stupid. And so, you know, I think it's a good fight. I think it's a good design. I just think this is just the stupidest armor in the world to use for it. You know? I think you're underestimating how much time you have in this fight, although you have half the time of a normal hunt. You generally only use up to 25 minutes for a longer hunt. I've timed out 10 times on this hunt. The reason I'm dying so much is because I've had to get more aggressive. You know? So no, I don't think I am underestimating it. You're absolutely right, Tiny. That's the absolute truth. I haven't said it, but yeah, they did. That is the truth. The establishment. The establishment ruined it for me. Oh, it was a little early. I don't think I've ever done that mistake before. But no, the timer's tight. But dang, man. Nice respect. I think it's just because I generally use hyper aggro weapons like dual blades and lance. Well, you already know how to beat him, you know. Can I be a fun expert? I think you'll have more fun if you have wings. A fun expert. I will probably end up doing that off stream. There are plenty of hunters who have cleared Fatalis solo and still don't like this hunt. Yeah, I won't. I mean, like I said, if the timer was longer and I could fight it you know, in a less stupid way, maybe it wouldn't be so bad. But like I said, if I had different armor, then I think I would enjoy it a lot better. Playing the game is cheating. It's true. You know what? I have a level of pettiness to me that's kind of... I should probably get this dude to the point where I'm about to kill him. With like 25 minutes, you know? Where it's like clear that I could kill him. Back out of the fight. Right? Back out of the fight. Download like a one-shot mod. Go in and kill him with the one-shot mod. Just to enrage the vets. You know what I mean? Just be like, there you go, buddy. Put on his gear. Right? Put on his gear that I plundered and just one-shot him with a mod. And like, there you go. That's for you guys. Should I do that? Do y'all approve? Right? Oh, man. Dude, even his wing. Like, oh, dude. I tried. Can you do that again? Oh my gosh, dude, seriously? See, I'm forgetting to tenderize now. Do all that good stuff. Valstrax? I don't think I've ever fought him, right? No. That's a Rise. Isn't that Rise? Oh no, he's not on 2 feet, huh? Oh, Buttercup, dude. Every time, bro. I almost got the face hit. I like the GU fight more. I think I'm gonna play GU next, actually. Oh, is it controller only? Is GU controller only? What trips me up is how little startup this guy has. Do you mean, what do you mean by that? Many veteran players for their glaze of really difficult fights for just its difficulty. Oh, dude, it's like... Oh yeah, I know what you mean. Like, it's good because it's so brutally hard. See, I'm getting better. That's why I'm not actually as discouraged as you guys might think. You know? You know what I mean? Like, for me personally, like, I see how I'm improving, even though you guys probably don't. Like, I know the things I was missing before and that I'm not now. Attacks come really quick and message. Yeah, they really do. It's really hard. I did find Alatreon's fireballs came out quicker. I had more trouble. I had more trouble with like that kind of stuff with Alatreon because you had to fight like up under his body like this, and then that fire, he would just like jump back. Oh man, I tried to dodge it. Let's see if we can still get it. Oh, we did. I'm just starting to know where that is now. You know what I mean? It's a win. It's a win. You know, baby steps. Oh, I hate when that happens, actually, because I don't get my big hit. Oh, I was actually... Can you charge that to, like, a level... I really have trouble seeing what a level 2 charge is. Oh, man. This is stupid. Oh no, he decided to do the tail. And now he's mad. Perfect. $432. Wow, that makes a big difference, huh? Oh, he's enraged, right. Yeah. Get off. I always forget, dude. There's nothing I can do there, man. I don't know about the not having the, I don't know about not having evade extender. I think evade window I don't need. Hitting more things like that, anticipating where he's going to be instead of hitting where he is now. Yeah. If you reached phase 3, I've reached phase 3 probably 20 times, Masumi. You know? The problem is I can't reach phase 3 with enough time to kill him, so I've had to reset my early game methods and go more aggressive, try to get more head hits. You know? And so therefore, you know, like, I'm having to go back and say, okay, I had 3 openings for the head, and I need 6. So I found those other 3, and I've been practicing hitting those other 3, and I've gotten okay at it. And now I'm trying to like just also mix in body hits, and it's just hard to keep all that going, to go from like one hit to the next hit to the next hit to the next hit, to where like every one of his attacks I have an answer for. It's hard for me to do that without making a mistake and getting hit, like dodging in parallel with the floor fire, you know. If you cut its tail, you make it way.
The cannons up above should be able to attack.
Oh, I dodged, but I was on that stupid ledge, always. Oh man, I was too quick. My timing was like, I was there closer than I should have been. Forgot he was enraged. Dude, I just can't. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to play with it. See, if I had coalescence, dude, I feel like that would be a big benefit. You know, if I had Coalescence, as much as I get set on fire, is that a good skill? Like, dude. Man. Jeez. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, I have to be in his face constantly hitting, and that just causes me to, just, you know, always be at, like, risk. There's, like, no break, you know? There's, like, absolutely no break. I don't. The other problem that I see with Agitator, gosh, dude, that having that evade is really a big. Wow, I got lucky on that. Oh, I tried to hit his face. Oh, I had no rocks. Don't have no rocks. Oh, dude, how slow are you gonna be about that? Oh, I was facing the wrong direction. Nice. We need spreadsheets. Somebody's got to sit it right. Can't remember if Sergio's in the game. You hated his fight in Wilds. I liked Sergio. Banished. to the abyss. I think she's gone. Yeah, I think she's gone, man. Don't think she's anywhere, I think she's out of here. She was a nut job, dude. I just can't. Kind of shocking. You know, it's really, truly shocking to me. Like, I feel like I feel like I've put, like, decent damage into this dude, you know what I mean?
It's going to unleash its flame! Get behind something!
And, like, the timer is still, like... $10 minutes, man. Like, what the, like, what's the... What is the secret, dude?
Roaming ballista and barricade are now operational.
Use the weapons around the fort to knock down Fatalis.
Well, I mean, yeah, but I'm still, like, super, super behind in terms of DPS, you know? So that's why I say when anybody says the timer's not that big of a deal, like, are they just being, like, it's kind of like if something's really hard and they say, ah, bro, it's easy for me. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Because it's just like, the timer is the big deal. Well, I'm just saying, like, in practical terms of, like, beating this guy, the timer is the, like, it's like, I would say... I would say the timer is probably 90% of the problem with this guy. I mean, the hitbox is like, you know, like the other 90%. I mean, math-wise, who cares about that? You know what I mean? It's like, it's the practicality of like, as much as he runs around and flies around and does the crawling thing, it's like,
It's ready against flame again. Retreat into the fort. Use the barricade.
hey, what's up, Mr. V? Velocirus?
Something's happening to it. Some parts of its
Oh,
head are
jump,
broken.
jump.
Its flame should be weaker now.
Oh, I didn't know he was doing that. Hold on, I'll answer that in just a minute, man. Ooh, little cheater. I didn't go quite far enough, huh? I always suck at hitting his head here. Like that. It's good to miss every one. I didn't know what he was doing. This is it. I knew it. I knew it. Saying all this is my observations and not as I'd like anyone to play. Hold on, I'm gonna read that, guys, after I Is it white sharpness? Yeah, I'm not big on sharpening. That's why I use the Alatreon. You know? Don't read, go. Yeah, that's why I say the timer is the enemy, because it's like... Do I have max potions? Yeah. I tried to, oh no. That was close. Oh, it was so close.
Roaming ballista is now operational.
Uh-oh. Jeez. I'm on mouse and key. So I have to kind of turn the camera or hit a key. Keybind, like a
That the Dragonator is operational.
different key. So Q3, do I have a lot of time? Like, this is enough time to beat him? So maybe I was under a different impression. Okay. I wish I had smokes. Lure him to the Dragonator. That sounds fun. Oh, what a little cheater. Will that hit me from here? I was gonna get so mad if it did. Yeah, keep doing that move. He needs to be in the middle, right? So both spikies hitting. Oh no, what a loser. Oh, what a loser. Oh, I dove out. I didn't know he was doing that. Did not know he was doing that. Oh, wow. I didn't know he did the 360 while laying down. Really? Okay. I thought I had to be a lot faster than that. So that's not too bad. Oh no, V, I've gotten there like 10 times. I played Monster 4H games with controller. He's probably 20%. No, it's not on the VOD. I think I got timed out on the VOD twice, 2 or 3 times I got there. Something like that. But offline, like when I'm not reading chat, when I'm playing and I'm not reading chat. Oh, you offended me? It's not just you, it's the overall vibe of people who are concerned about how other people play and the tactics that are approved of and not approved of, and what's looked down on and what's frowned on and what's stolen valor and things like that. And so it's like all of that type of stuff. It's not just you, it's like a lot of the community feels that way. And actually it's kind of late to do another one. Let me look at and so it just changes the way that you play the game, or how like a certain weapons CSDs are cheesing and they don't really count for a kill. It's the easiest way, so it's kind of like not, you know, but rather me explaining stuff, just like clear shit up. Yeah, I'm not mad about it, but I will say that's the reason I'm not using Fatalis armor. That's the reason I'm not having fun with this fight. It made this fight go from fun to just work. I just want to get it over with. Basically, your comments and other people's comments kind of ruined this experience. So I'm not mad at you for it, because I do understand why you made those comments and why you feel the way you do. But the effect that it has on other people is, I don't think, realized by people saying it. Right? So if somebody beats Fatalis with CSD spam and they're like, yes, I got it, I got my first solo, right? And then you come in and shrug your shoulders and you're like, that's cheesing it. That's kind of like kicking them in the nuts, right? It's kind of like, bro, why would you do that? You know what I mean? And so I understand that you guys that are veterans that have thousands and thousands of hours in the game and everything is easy for you guys, of course you don't want to ZSD spam. Of course you don't want to use Fatalis armor. Of course you want the challenge, right? And I totally understand that. I used to be a PUBG elitist, right? So I do understand that you're not saying it to criticize people, but saying it is criticizing people. You know what I'm saying? The fun is dependent on the person having it. Yeah, everybody plays games for different reasons, right? So some people don't care about being good. You know, some people don't care about being good at video games. They just want to have fun. You know? Yeah, and if I misread your comments and understood it differently, like I said, I'm not offended by it. I'm not mad about it. But so when I see somebody say, yeah, they added Divine Blessing 5 and health boost and blah, 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 so people don't have to think anymore. And I read that and I'm like, oh, that's the build I just put together. Well, gee, I don't want to use that anymore because everybody thinks it's like easy mode. You know what I mean? So I can't use that now. I know I can. Everybody says don't worry about what other people think. But you do worry about what other people think. Whether you want to admit it or not, we all do a little bit, right? I know, but so it's like saying, I would never play the way you're playing because I consider it cheesy, but you play however you want. It's not really, you know what I mean? It's kind of like, kind of can't really play how I want. You know? You don't have to apologize because, like I said, man, I know you didn't mean it in the way it came across. All it's made me do is say, okay, I'm not going to use those skills. And this is going to be a lot harder. But, you know, I'm getting there. I'll get it. You know what I mean? And so now it's just turned into a joke, dude. So, you know, now it's just a joke because we're like, well, if you're using armor, you're cheesing it. If you're using, you know, both hands on the controller, you're cheesing it. You use those skills. I would never use those skills, dude. You use Divine Blessing? Bro, are you named Asmongold? No, I'm messing with you. If you're playing the game, you're cheating. If your monitor is on and you're not playing through your speakers only, you're cheating. You know? And so it's just kind of turned into you did, man. And so that's why I'm saying I'm not upset with you or anything. I don't like, I get where you're coming from. It's just knowing how people feel changes how you're going to play. Does that make sense? So if I was using Switch Axe and I found out about this strategy of ZSD spamming, and I was like, oh, dude, maybe I can beat him with this. Right? And I go in there and I start using it, and then I see your comments about ZSD spamming. I'm gonna be like, crap, I don't want to go that route because it's looked at like BS. You know what I mean? And also, Valoris, you got to understand, dude. This has been an ongoing thing with other people who were very purposely offensive, like calling me an effing idiot for how I'm playing and like just giving me a hard time. So it's been a constant, like, it's just like one thing after another. So it's not just you. It's like, I mean, you've seen my thumbnails. Those are real comments from people. So it's like getting beat up over not having enough gear, having too much gear, you know what I mean? And so it's like, yeah, now you're in an entirely different category. You're having a conversation with somebody and not really realizing how that's going to come across. And so I would have done the same thing in PUBG years ago. You know what I mean? Like I would have been like, yeah, shotguns are boring in CQC. Like if that's the only way to win, you're not that good at CQC. So somebody that just uses a shotgun in CQC would be like, oh, great. What's going on, Mr. Pancake? Boy, you're up late. Cheating in a game is the intentional violation of rules. I don't use Divine Blessing because I'm try-hard chud, but that's a me thing. Absolutely zero shade to people who use it. They're mechanics in the game. And the thing is, like, I understand all that. Like, once you get good at the game, you're trying to perfect your gameplay, you know? And so to say that it pisses you off when other people do it, is a little different. You know what I mean? But like I've said this before, dude, one thing I will say about the Monster Hunter community, whether some of them are elitists or not, and I'm sure like not all of them are like this, but from what I've experienced, they actually will have the conversation with you. They don't just come in and make some insulting comment and then they won't say anything. Like, you apologize, right? And you don't even really need to, you know what I mean? Because like I said, I do understand where you were coming from, but I really respect bringing the situation up and trying to clear it up. And that's something that the Monster Hunter veterans have been really mature about, you know? And in today's world, like, it's rare, you know? So I do appreciate that. You never use meta. I'll always use what I like and still get the job done. This is meta right here, man. You know? The build I've got right here. Look at that. I'm agitating out of my mind now. It did make a big difference. Agitator made a big difference. I'm paying for it with the evasion. But I think I can get better. But achieving skills, I think I have a different mindset to you. You might. Yeah, you might. You know, like I said, I'm not upset about it. It definitely changes the way I play. But that's okay, because when I beat him, it'll just be that much more of a good feeling. Specifically, what Emma was explaining to me during that combo was that during Fatalis release, you had people being toxic about bragging, clearing Fatalis with the easiest method. Yeah, I get what you're saying. That's what I'm saying. Maybe if I misunderstood it a little bit, you know, I apologize. And so I'm not upset about it or anything like that, you know? I just don't want people in Discord or anybody to feel like their achievements don't count. You know what I mean? Because some people just don't play for the same reasons, don't take it as serious, or whatever the case may be. You know? Some people don't care if they get good at games. You know, they're just playing to have fun. Yeah, the achievements count. Like, it's... You just farm at friends in this game, yeah. Did you know that you can skip the monster dying animation? I did know that, man. I was told that a while back when I didn't have enough time to carve Xenojiva. Once again, I apologize. People are free to play how they want, and what pisses me off is hypocrisy and toxicity. Yeah, me too, dude. And I just don't want it to ever become a sort of a hierarchy. You know what I mean? Where it's like the good players crapping on the bad players or looking down their nose, you know what I mean? Yeah, Fatalis is super hard, man. He really is. There's some good ones for quality of life. There are some good mods, dude. There are. Yeah, it's X on keyboard to skip it. Yeah. But I do understand where you guys are coming from with it, you know? Conversations about how they feel about the mechanics in a game and should never be an insult. Yeah, like I totally understand y'all's point of view on it. I do. I used to be one of those guys, man. You know? So I do understand when two people that are very experienced and very good at a game are conversating about tactics and skills needed for this tactic and that tactic. It can sometimes step on the toes of people that are using those tactics, right? And that's why it's like, maybe that's my own ego saying, oh, if that's easy, I don't want to do it that way. You know, I'll show you, I'll do it hard with no health boost. That's why I refuse to go get health augments, because Albacurious said I'll never beat Fatalis without health augments. So now I have to beat Fatalis without health augments. It's her fault. You know? Didn't beat a monster legit as if you actually cheat or exploit an easy avoidable game-breaking bug. You don't check those boxes. Yeah, like if you go download a, you know, some super high level mod, you know, weapon or whatever. She got eaten by Loth. That's totally different. I recreated the Skeld from Among Us in Minecraft. Jeez. You admit you managed to beat him. What did you manage to beat in 2 weeks? Fatalis? You farm Guiding Lands with friends? Yeah. Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to farming Guiding Lands with, So it took you 2 weeks, Masami, to solo him? Well, I don't feel so bad now. You know? What's the mod for FPS? But no, I do appreciate the conversation, guys. I appreciate the apologies. It's not needed. Like I said, you didn't offend me or upset me. It changed. I can't just blame it on you and be like, oh, your comments made me stop doing it. It's not that. It is also the fact that I feel like and I felt like this the other day. It was like, I feel like if I stick with this set, eventually I'll be able to beat him with this. Right? And I hate to give up on that. I know I could switch to the Fatalis set and probably beat him in the first night. You know? And so it's like, man, especially after just now, if I was kind of close. It's kind of like, man, it'd be kind of a shame to give up now. And so it's like, if it's a few more days or whatever, so I had enough time. Let me ask you this. If I would have not carded, I had enough time at that DPS rate? Like doing the TCSs on his chest when he was red and all that? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so I just have to get better at fighting aggressive and not cart. It's kind of like Elytraeon, you know? Yeah. And did I hit him with both of the dragons? The Dragonator? I didn't think that was it, Musami, because I don't have enough experience keeping that damage level up in phase 3. It hit his tail, okay. A couple more days at... Yeah, okay. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. I think the Agitator actually made a lot of difference. As long as you don't die. Yeah, Raj, that's kind of what I'm thinking. And I'm not experienced in phase 3. That's why I carded, because I didn't realize he was doing the I didn't know he was doing that 360 thing while laying down. You know. Well, that's good to know. So I just need to get better at what I'm doing. Because I thought I still was like so far off. Well, cool, guys. I am going to take off. It is late. I got to get some sleep. And I will be back tomorrow to continue the journey. But at least I feel a little better about it now, knowing that I can actually get the damage in, you know? And yeah, guys, I appreciate the conversation and not, you know, getting all mad and just leaving and being like, F that guy, you know what I mean? Because it's too good of a community. Like, you guys have been really, really great with everything. And so, like, I hate to see the arguments and all that kind of stuff, you know? Yeah, paper. Weren't too far from it. Cool. Well, cool, guys. Again, thanks a lot. Thanks for your apologies. None needed, man. I apologize if I took it out of context or anything like that. But it's still never going to live it down. If we're using a weapon, we're cheating. Y'all have a good one, man.